It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. I got the feeling the fear. My city is crabs in the barrel. I learned to get back through the signs of the trials and the errors. Computer my life with the errors. I step like the Greek when no God is replying in the errors. You niggas are not in my era. I was on that like Cronets. Put sand and get pressed like Kotex. I'm a black star with my squad like Most Def. Reign supreme. My face card like Maybelline. My dog used to push white like Saving Cream. These little niggas from the land of the Maybelline. You like to dance, have fun, try to shake the beam. God is my witness. They know that I'm flawed, but I got not folding than y'all. Set up the stage and I kill it. I'm going to war. Nobody can fuck with these bars. Roam through the land like seas. I'm drawing out a plan like Egypt, sowing my seed. Better y'all grow in season. I be going hard, no reason. Say la vie. One life, I got land to seize. Niggas might think I'm a Pharisee. This is my therapy. I do not care to please. Catch them out of Linux, homie, don't wanna square with me. Whoa. Better teach a man how to squabble. Rap money, but to fly me out of Cabo. Dedicated 1/4 to the game, boy. I got a shit bucket like a nigga hit the lotto. Backstage, full of plays on the phone, baby girl trying to hit me with a slot like Nevada. Let me introduce you to my new model. Finna push these niggas off me like, push these niggas on me like, push these niggas on me like, What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. Oh man. Surprise drops. Let me stop. We got Kendrick Lamar and SZA with the new Luther music video just dropped out of the blue sky this afternoon. Nobody knew it was coming. Now, of course, there was some sort of anticipation of something coming, right? There were some photos of the GNX at a gas station and a whole set. That ain't the video. So there's more to come, but let's not get greedy. We have the Luther music video out now. Kendrick Lamar and SZA. I believe the love interest for Kendrick Lamar in the video is an artist in her own right by the name of Anastasia. Y'all could go check her out. Definitely got a unique voice of her own. But this Luther music video, man, very, very cinematically shot, basically like a short film, if I must say so myself. It's not your typical music video. Of course, this is a Kendrick Lamar video, so there's always, going to be different twists that kind of divert away from the song in some way, or the original song. So of course, there's a couple breaks in the video. They show some love to the original sample. Definitely giving Luther plenty of shine. Luther as in Vandross, giving him plenty of shine in the music video. Y'all remember when the Luther Vandross estate basically let people know that the song was going to be performed at the Super Bowl when everybody was wondering what was finna happen? At least we didn't get that coming, like Luther video dropping today too, had to get that shit in check. Now what I do find interesting about this music video is there are some somber moments where Kendrick does seem a little downtrodden. I don't know if maybe he was reflecting upon a past relationship. I'm talking about in the context of the short film, not in real life. Of him and the young lady that didn't work out, or if this was like their initial meeting place where he's sitting on the bench, she's in the elevator, and they kind of lock eyes, and perhaps that led into the relationship, or if that was like the aftermath of the romance gone bad. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't purport myself to know. When I don't know something, I gladly say, I don't know. And y'all will probably tell me, nah, J Nolan, it was this, or this is what I took away from it. And I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't purport myself to know everything. But when I do, I'm going to let you know what I know. You feel me? Of course, SZA has her own love interest in the music video. We see SZA coming out. She's rocking the ginger, right? As far as her hair. Clothing, I believe she's even got red in the jacket. We have the GNX covered in red tarp in the background. Find that to be very interesting. It looks like it's at the same or similar site that we saw the original GNX trailer with that unreleased song that we're just calling Bodies or Tiramisu, whichever one you want to identify with. So that's very interesting. Some people are wondering if that's going to be the side 2 that everybody's been expecting, the next iteration of a new project, because it seems that there is, duality being expressed in this GNX project. We saw the two cars in the beginning. We got unreleased music that just only halfway dropped. So everybody's holding out faith on that, right? But again, can't be greedy, can't get too far ahead of ourselves. Kendrick moves at his own pace. And if this era lets us know anything, he's dropping when he feels like it. No press release, no real you know, notice ahead of time. No prepackaged photos are coming out before. It's all just like he's got a plan, Dave Free's got a plan, and we'll see it exactly when it's ready. No pump faking, none of that type of shit. You know? I think it's a good music video. It's nice. It's beautifully shot once again. I'm on Variety. They give us a little bit more details into what it is that we saw. So they say Kendrick Lamar and SZA released romantic video for Luther. Kendrick Lamar and SZA have released a romantic video for Luther, the smash collaborative hit from the former's 2024 surprise album, GNX. Karina Evans, who previously directed the music videos for Drake's In My Feelings and Coldplay's Everyday Life, is at the helm for the simple yet elegant visuals for Luther. As a matter of fact, I believe she also did God's Plan and a couple of other music videos for Drake, which some people are trying to see if there's some sort of parallel there, more shots, more subtle digs, some watch how I flip it type of thing. I don't know if that was the motivation behind it. Seems a little petty if that's the case. I mean, these guys are playing a petty game, but is the question is, was it deliberate or was it just she's the right candidate for the job? I believe people said that she's also worked closely with TDE for many years as well. So she's just not picking sides, right? But I'll continue. They say it's at the helm for the simple yet elegant visuals for Luther. Each artist is shown with a love interest throughout the clip, which ends with the original version of Cheryl Lynn and Luther Vandross's If This World Were Mine that was sampled for the song. Lamar surprise released his GNX in November following rumors that he had been hard at work on a new project. GNX, which featured contributions from Jack Antonoff and Kamasi Washington, bowed atop the Billboard 200, becoming his fifth consecutive #1 album, and all 12 songs debuted on the Hot 100, including 5 in the top positions. Last month, GNX notched its third non-consecutive week as the #1 album in the United States. As part of the GNX rollout, Luther bowed at #3 on the Billboard Hot 100. After a small dip, the song surged to #1 after the pair performed the track during the Super Bowl halftime show. It has spent 7 weeks at the top of the chart. Lamar and SZA are currently gearing up for their joint Grand National Tour, which I will be at for Atlanta. I'm going to keep reminding y'all, kicking off April 19th in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The trek will make stops in Atlanta, East Rutherford, and Los Angeles before wrapping up at Washington, D.C.'s Northwest Stadium on June 18th. Of course, there's many more shows in between there. And then they say watch the Luther video below, which we cannot do for copyright purposes, but it's available to you in just a few short hours. It's already over 1 million views, so I'm quite sure y'all have already seen it by now. Now, of course, there are some other theories going on around about Luther versus Nextel, right? Now, we just got the Nextel video from Drake, coming up on 2 weeks, about 9 days ago or something like that. And that was supposed to be the big push for him to go from #3 to #1 on the Billboard charts. As they stated in the previous article, Luther has been sitting up top for 7 weeks. If he's able to get to 10 consecutive weeks on the chart, that will be a record. You know what I'm saying? So people are saying Kendrick swooped in very timely to let it be known, nah, son, you're not getting this spot, right? Because again, a lot of the Drake fans want to see Nextel go to #1. He say, wait your turn. I don't know if that's the motivation behind it. I can't necessarily say, but it wouldn't be shocking. It wouldn't be surprising, especially if they're now letting their art do the battling, right? We're not going to make any more direct diss records. We're not going to engage in a back and forth battle. There's already an active lawsuit that's going on that basically puts all of their work under intense scrutiny, uh, based on the language and the verbiage and the things that Drake is asking for in this lawsuit. So at this point, the competition is now about the art, commercial success, and really just battling it out for who can capture the culture. You know what I mean? So there could be something there. Now, again, it could be crazy if Kendrick Lamar doubles back like a deluxe with some sort of new project. Because, again, we still don't know what that other still shot is for. We still have that Bodies record that we don't know how that song ends. We only have about half of it. We've been waiting for a while to see, if that stuff is going to come out. And, maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this Luther video, texturally, it reminds me of Mr. Morale era Kendrick, which I find to be very interesting, right? And I say that because most of the Mr. Morale videos were kind of done in short film format as well. When you look at N95, when you look at Count Me Out, that was certainly a short film in its own right. You look at We Cry Together, that was like a musical theater, you know what I'm saying? It was a one-shot video where they were, playing out the entire argument in the house. That was definitely a work of art. They showed it in a select theater. So it kind of takes me back to that, which I find to be interesting because GNX is so different from Mr. Morale thematically, sound-wise, and just the whole aesthetic of the project. But this video kind of took me back into that mind frame, playing with the black and white, coming into color, the some of the cathartic moments in the video. Of course, Mr. Morale was a therapy album. So it just kind of reminded me of it. Not to say that I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what his intention is. I know there's always going to be through lines between each project that may not be overt. But even one of Kendrick's engineers has said that as well, that people haven't really caught on to all of the links between each album. Like everything is a overarching universe, right? But nonetheless, I ain't saying I like it any less. I'm just saying that's something that caught me off guard because the Squabble Up video, Not Like Us or whatever, those videos had, a certain type of vibe to them. The album is much more, kind of upbeat, feels colorful. This one, it felt more Mr. Morales, not the song, but the visual. But, that's what we got on this one. I'm not going to like sit here and just be theorizing and stuff all day. Let me know what y'all think it is down below in the comments. Oh, before I go, the guy Hakeem Prime, he actually ended up showing up in the comments yesterday and was, I guess he's in his troll era. He showed up in the comments. He did thank me and said he appreciates what I do, but I did see him also, trolling some of y'all in the comments and stuff like that. And, I guess y'all could kind of expect that for the foreseeable future. I think people are kind of coming to the channel. They're keeping tabs on what's going on. They're kind of, trying to see what I have to say. The voice and the stature of the channel is beginning to grow. But, folks are looking for that attention. You get what I'm saying? He used a portion of my video on a Instagram reel. That song was a Kendrick diss. And more power to him. The song didn't do nothing for me, but maybe it's doing something for him, in terms of entertainment wise. If he thinks this is going to get him the eyeballs that it takes for him to level up in his music career, I don't know. But yeah, man, my best wishes to you, man. Goddamn. But anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next one, okay? Peace. Yeah. King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest, but drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.